Hi, it's Aaron from the Mind Body Project. Welcome back. Day number 3 of the 10 Commandments of Depression. Yeah. So I'm giving you 10 things that you have to address to deal with depression to get you out of that state. So, what's 3? Thou shalt make depression a choice rather than something that happens to me. This is a big one because I did a video on this a while back, a long video on this. If it's because people are saying, I've seen lots of videos and things, and there's loads of things on social media, it's not a choice. Yeah, it's not a choice. Now, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. You're saying, listen, I'm not choosing to do these behaviors. Yeah, but that is now, if you say that and you believe that, then you are putting all power that you have out there for somebody else to change you or something else to change you. You're giving away your power. And the reason why the suicides are high, because the formula for unhappiness is your life conditions do not meet your blueprint or your model or how your expectations of the world, plus, and this is where suffering comes in, and suffering is when you have no control. That's when people start to suffer. So you do not want to be in a position where you're sitting there going, it's not my choice. Because if you're not part of the problem, then you cannot be part of the solution. Yeah? It has to be you. You have to be taking the choice. You're going to have to take your responsibility back. You have to take that back. Loads of people want to put you into a position where, hey, it's not your fault. But which feels good because it's like, phew, it's not my fault. But then after about a year or 2 years or 3 years, you're going, hang on a minute, well, how do I get help then? Because you guys aren't helping me. And I ain't got any power anymore. And this is where people get into a position where it's like between a rock and a hard place. Look, you guys aren't helping me, or you're giving me drugs and things. And I'm suffering here, and I can't do my normal life things. So what do I do? And this is where you have to, and this is hard, especially when you're in that state, but it's a hard thing, and it made me angry when I was in that state. I did videos when I was struggling. There's 20 videos I did when I was struggling. And when I did that, I said, right, this is my fault. And it made me angry. It made me angry, but at the same time, it empowered me. It empowered me. It gave me an extra step because it's, right, I've got me into this mess. I'll get me out of it. Yeah, and that's what, was it Alex Ferguson said that, didn't he? Half time. You guys got me into this mess. You guys get me out of it. And that's essentially what you've got to do. You're not consciously choosing to put yourself in a bad situation. This is what people are saying. This is what you may be saying to me now, shouting at this video. But unconsciously, you are doing it. Yeah, you are doing it. When I got in trouble, when I had an operation on my shoulder and I was like suffering and all that, going through craziness, I could say I didn't choose to put myself in that position, but I had to say, look, I did choose to put myself in that situation. I did, and it made me angry. But then now, because I said that and because I really believed that, I can actually get myself out of it. All of a sudden I've got my power back. It's like, well, if I'm in control here, I can actually go and do something now. Because I've got my power back. As bad as like I feel, and as angry as I feel about myself, now I can go and do something. I felt that shift of power come back to me. Now, okay, right, I've done this, I've messed up, I did this, I didn't need to do that, right, okay, right, I'm done with it. Because if you do that, if you take back your power, that's when you learn. You learn to create something different. While the power is out there to somebody else or something else, you cannot learn to create something different in your life. It's going to be exactly the same. You're waiting for something else to save you. Yeah? Victim mentality. And that's the problem. You don't want to do that, because that means you could be sitting there for years and years and years, and then suffering happens. And when you're suffering, and you see no way out, and you're between a rock and a hard place, and then people make the dreaded choice of things like suicide or doing some self-harm or something bad because they're trying, which is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. You've got to understand, you've got to take your power back. As hard as it seems right now, then after that you can start making some decisions, because then you can learn. It's about learning here. And while the power's out there, you're not going to learn. So you have to change it. So this is a choice, a not conscious choice, but an unconscious choice. My unconscious mind is doing this, which means now I need to find a way and to get my unconscious mind on my side. Yeah, once that's on my side, then I can deal with it. That's the way out of it. Yes, that's the power that you need to take back. Take back your power and get this sorted.